guys, this is Amber Rowe. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm so glad you're here. Today we're going to get started talking about customer service fails. Things that you should not do with your customer. If you would, please comment, like, and subscribe to this video. And without further ado, we're going to get started with 3 things you should never do with your client. Okay, so guys, tip number 1, what you should not do with your client is be their BFF. Okay, so no matter how comfortable or how long they have been coming to you for treatments, they are not your BFF. This is a person who is bringing you money for a service and they're expecting you to provide. So I have some clients' phone numbers. I receive holiday messages from some of my clients, but there's a certain place that I will not go with them to where I'm too comfortable with them because it is still a business relationship. So my first and, very strongest tip to you, piece of advice, is please do not make these people your BFFs. Now, I understand that there's some situations, right, where you really do become really good friends with some of your clients. Please use discretion. It could just be like an amazing click that you have with one of these guests and, you become friends forever. But please do not treat all your friends like they're your BFFs, because they're not. They are your business. They are your clients. And they do deserve a level of respect, and you cannot get too comfortable with them. Tip number 2. One thing as a nail technician that I've learned is that there's a lot of things that I notice while training that a lot of nail technicians do, excuse me. And one of the things that nail technicians do is they, if you're in a place where you are not required to wear gloves, they will either blow on your fingernail to make the polish dry, or they'll use their own fingernail to get polish out of the sidewalls of the nail plate. Please, whether you're a nail technician, whether you're a lash extension makeup artist, please don't blow on the eyelash for the adhesion to dry. Okay, please don't dig into the sidewalls with your fingernails. Please don't, put bobby pins in your mouth whenever you're styling hair. There's just some things that we don't do, y'all. And call me a little bit of a germaphobe. Call me a little intense if you want to. But whenever I talk with business owners and I talk with those who I'm training, they hurl at the thought of someone putting a bobby pin in their hair and then putting it in your hair when styling, or someone blowing on an eyelash, before they apply it, or someone digging in, to the sidewalls of your nail with their nail. Like, there's just a lot of things that some people don't know are bad. And so it perpetuates. But for those of us who do know, should do better. And you should also share this information with others who are in the industry to let them know that that is a bad practice. I know it's silly, you guys, but this is just the way it is, right? Now, my third thing that I would say is that a customer service fail would be not truly giving your guest that 110%, not giving that guest what they pay for, not honoring and respecting the space that they're in. And a lot of that has to do with us, you guys. So I get it. We're not always going to have good days. We're going to have days where we don't want to be there. But one of the things that I want to take home, I want you guys to really think about and take home with you, is that we're always on display. And so whenever things are not going well for us, that energy really does put out something tough for our clients to receive. So please, as one of those things that you just don't want to do, a thing that's bad, you don't want to give a bad experience to your guest. These are no-nos. And sometimes we can't always gauge what's good and what's bad because we can't control how other people feel. But I think if you have a standard, something that you really believe, like, you just don't want to show up like 20 minutes late. You don't want to start talking about all the things that went bad for you today. You don't want to take the energy down for your guests because they won't come back. If you're always late, people are going to know, oh, I can't go to her because she's always going to be late, or she's always running behind, or she always, puts on my nail polish, on my fingers, on the skin, or she always, I tell her not to cut my hair, too short, and she always cuts it too short. There's just a lot of things that we don't want to bring to our clients, and we don't even want to bring to the workplace. So, thank you so much for tuning in. Just a few little tips to help you guys navigate the things that you should not do with a customer. And I know that there's a laundry list of things that I have not talked about in this video, but this is the clean version. And maybe I'll give you guys a dirty version next, because I've seen some things. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. Have a wonderful day. Please comment, like, and subscribe to this video. And for all my social media handles, you can check the link below and check me out on in those areas as well. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye.